9 signs you're a hot older man without even knowing it. Have you ever stopped to think about what makes a man attractive? Is it just about looking young and flawless? Or could it be something deeper, something that goes beyond physical appearance? As you get older, the definition of good looking evolves, and it's not just about what's on the surface. It's about how you've lived, what you've learned, and how you carry yourself. If you're sitting there thinking, that doesn't sound like me, I'm here to tell you, you're probably wrong. Many older men underestimate just how attractive they really are. So let's take some time to explore the 9 signs that you're a good-looking older man, even if you don't think so. By the end of this, I hope you'll see yourself in a new light. Sign 1. Your confidence speaks louder than words. Confidence is one of the most attractive traits anyone can have, but for older men, it takes on a whole new level. When you're younger, confidence often comes across as loud or showy. It's the guy who brags the most, who needs to be the center of attention, or who acts like he's got it all figured out. But as you get older, confidence becomes quieter and far more powerful. Think about it. By now, you've been through enough in life to know what matters and what doesn't. You've faced challenges, made mistakes, and learned from them. That gives you a kind of grounded confidence that younger men just don't have. You're not trying to impress anyone, and you're not looking for validation. You're comfortable in your own skin, and that's magnetic. Let's talk about how this confidence shows up in your everyday life. When you walk into a room, you don't feel the need to announce your presence. Instead, people notice the way you carry yourself. It's in your posture, the way you stand tall without puffing out your chest. It's in your stride, the way you walk with purpose but without rush. And it's in your eyes, the way you make steady, calm eye contact. But here's the thing, you might not even realize you're doing these things. Confidence at this stage in life isn't something you have to think about. It's just a part of who you are. And that's why it's so attractive. It's effortless, and people can sense it. Confidence also affects the way you interact with others. You're not desperate to prove yourself in conversations. You listen more than you speak, but when you do speak, your words carry weight. You've reached a point where you don't need to argue every point or win every debate. That kind of calm, self-assured presence is rare and incredibly appealing. And here's the best part. This confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about being comfortable with your imperfections. You know you're not flawless, and you're okay with that. In fact, it's your ability to own your flaws that makes you even more attractive. So, if you've been doubting your confidence, let this be a reminder. You've got it, even if you don't see it. Sign 2. Your gray hair, or lack of hair, is a statement. Let's talk about your hair, or maybe the lack of it. For many men, aging can feel like a battle with time, especially when it comes to hair. You might notice more gray creeping in, or maybe you've started losing hair altogether. But here's the truth. None of that makes you any less attractive. In fact, it can make you even more appealing. Gray hair is often referred to as distinguished, and there's a reason for that. It's a sign of maturity, wisdom, and experience. It tells the world that you've lived through enough to earn those silver strands. And let's be honest, gray hair can be downright striking. Think about men like George Clooney or Richard Gere. Their gray hair isn't just a part of their look, it's part of their charm. But what if you're bald? Does that make you less attractive? Absolutely not. Baldness, when embraced, can be just as appealing as a full head of hair. Look at men like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Jason Statham, or Patrick Stewart. What they all have in common is that they've owned their baldness. They don't try to hide it or cover it up. They wear it with pride. And that's what makes it work. The key here is acceptance. Whether you're graying, balding, or somewhere in between, the most attractive thing you can do is embrace it. Stop worrying about what's not there and start focusing on what is. Confidence in your appearance, whatever that appearance may be, is what truly makes you stand out. And let's not forget about facial hair. A well-groomed beard or mustache can add an extra layer of sophistication to your look. Whether it's a salt and pepper beard or a clean-shaven face, the way you present yourself says a lot about you. So, take pride in your appearance and let your hair, or lack of it, be a reflection of the confident, good-looking man you are. Sign 3. You've mastered the art of dressing well. Style is one of the most underrated aspects of attractiveness, and as an older man, it's something you've likely mastered without even realizing it. By this stage in life, you've figured out what works for you and what doesn't. You're not chasing every trend or trying to dress like someone half your age. Instead, you've developed a sense of style that reflects your personality and suits your lifestyle. Think about the clothes in your wardrobe. Do you have a go-to outfit that always makes you feel confident? Maybe it's a well-tailored suit that fits you like a glove. Or maybe it's a classic leather jacket that adds a touch of edge to your look. Whatever it is, you've learned that the key to good style isn't about spending a fortune. It's about knowing what fits, what flatters, and what feels good. Fit is everything when it comes to style. A poorly fitted shirt or an ill-fitting pair of pants can make even the most expensive outfit look sloppy. On the other hand, a simple white shirt and a pair of jeans can look incredible if they fit well. As an older man, you've likely learned this lesson, and it shows in the way you dress. But style isn't just about the clothes you wear, it's about the details. A great pair of shoes can elevate your entire look. A classic watch can add a touch of sophistication. Even something as simple as a good belt can make a big difference. These small details show that you care about your appearance, and that level of effort doesn't go unnoticed. Another important aspect of style is grooming. A clean shave, a well-maintained beard, or even just a fresh haircut can make a world of difference. These things might seem minor, but they all contribute to the overall impression you make. And as an older man, you've likely developed a grooming routine that works for you. So the next time you're getting dressed, take a moment to appreciate the effort you've put into your style. You've earned the right to look and feel your best, and it shows in the way you present yourself. Sign 4. Sign your life experience shows in all the right ways. There's something deeply attractive about a man who's lived a full life. As an older man, you carry with you a wealth of experiences, moments of joy, challenges you've overcome, and lessons you've learned along the way. These experiences have shaped you into the person you are today, and that depth of character is something people notice. When you talk about your life, you have stories to tell. Maybe it's the time you took a risk and it paid off. Maybe it's the lessons you learned from a mistake. Or maybe it's the wisdom you gained from simply being present in the moment. Whatever your story is, it adds a richness to your personality that younger men can't replicate. This depth of character also shows up in the way you carry yourself. You've faced adversity and come out stronger. You've learned to appreciate the small things in life. And you've developed a sense of perspective that allows you to stay calm in the face of challenges. All of these qualities make you incredibly attractive. Sign 5. You've got charisma in spades. What exactly is charisma? It's one of those intangible qualities that can't be faked or forced. Charisma is the ability to make people feel drawn to you, to feel comfortable in your presence, and to want to engage with you. As an older man, you've likely developed this naturally over the years without even realizing it. Think back to the times you've been in a group setting. Do people gravitate towards you? Maybe it's the way you tell stories laced with humor, wisdom, or a bit of both. Or maybe it's how you make others feel heard when they're speaking. True charisma isn't about dominating the conversation or being the loudest voice in the room. It's about connection. One reason older men often exude more charisma than younger men is that you've learned the art of being authentic. You're no longer trying to impress everyone or pretending to be someone you're not. You've reached a stage in life where you're comfortable showing up as yourself, flaws and all. This authenticity is magnetic. People are drawn to those who are real, who aren't trying to be perfect, but are perfectly themselves. Charisma is also about how you handle social interactions. You've likely developed a sense of emotional intelligence over the years, the ability to read the room, understand people's emotions, and respond appropriately. For instance, you know when to crack a joke to lighten the mood and when to offer a listening ear instead. This sensitivity to others' needs makes you approachable and likable. Here's another thing to consider. Your charisma isn't just about how you interact with people. It's also about how you carry yourself when you're alone. Have you ever noticed how confident, charismatic men don't need a crowd to validate them? They can sit quietly, reading a book in a coffee shop or taking a walk in the park, and still exude a certain energy. That's because charisma isn't something you turn on and off. It's a part of who you are. And if you're still doubting your charisma, think about the compliments you've received over the years. Has someone ever told you that you're great at making people laugh, or that you have a way of putting others at ease? Those are signs of charisma. Embrace it. It's one of the things that make you stand out as a good-looking older man. Sign 6. You're in control of your emotions. Emotional maturity is a hallmark of attractiveness, especially in older men. By now, you've likely mastered the ability to stay composed in situations that might have rattled you in your younger years. This control over your emotions doesn't mean you suppress how you feel. It means you've learned how to process your emotions in a healthy way and respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Think about a time when you were faced with a difficult situation. Maybe it was a conflict at work, a disagreement in a relationship, or even a personal setback. In your younger years, you might have reacted out of anger or frustration, but with time, you've learned how to approach these situations with a sense of calm and perspective. That ability to stay grounded, even in the face of adversity, is incredibly attractive. Emotional control isn't just about managing negative emotions, it's also about how you express positive ones. As an older man, you've likely developed a greater appreciation for the people and moments that bring you joy. You've learned how to express gratitude, show kindness, and celebrate the successes of others without feeling the need to compete. This emotional generosity makes you stand out. Here's the thing. Emotional control isn't about being stoic or unfeeling. It's about balance. It's about knowing when to speak up and when to stay silent. It's about understanding your own emotions so well that you're not easily swayed by the opinions or actions of others. This emotional resilience is something people admire and are drawn to. So the next time you're in a challenging situation, take a moment to reflect on how far you've come. Your ability to stay calm, focused, and empathetic is a sign of the emotional maturity that makes you not just a good-looking older man, but a genuinely admirable one. Sign 7. You take care of yourself. Taking care of yourself isn't about chasing the fountain of youth or trying to look like you did in your 20s. It's about respecting your body and your health. And as an older man, the way you prioritize self-care says a lot about you. Let's start with physical health. Maybe you've developed a routine that works for you, whether it's regular workouts, evening walks, or a hobby like swimming or cycling. Staying active isn't just about keeping your body in shape, it's about maintaining your energy and vitality. When people see that you're active and engaged with life, it's a sign that you value yourself, and that's incredibly attractive. But physical health is just one piece of the puzzle. Taking care of yourself also means paying attention to your mental and emotional well-being. Maybe you found ways to manage stress, whether it's through meditation, journaling, or simply spending time with loved ones. Or perhaps you've cultivated a sense of curiosity that keeps your mind sharp, reading books, learning new skills, or staying informed about the world around you. Let's not overlook grooming and appearance. A well-groomed older man radiates confidence and charm. Whether it's keeping your beard neatly trimmed, your nails clean, or your clothes pressed, these small details make a big difference. They show that you take pride in how you present yourself to the world. And let's talk about diet. Maybe you've learned to strike a balance, enjoying a glass of wine or a good steak, while also making healthier choices most of the time. These habits reflect a sense of self-awareness and discipline that others can't help but admire. Ultimately, taking care of yourself isn't about trying to be perfect. It's about striving to be your best self at any age. And that effort, no matter how big or small, is one of the most attractive things about you. Sign 8. You've got a sense of purpose. Purpose is a powerful thing. It's what gets you out of bed in the morning, what keeps you motivated, and what gives your life meaning. And as an older man, chances are you found a sense of purpose that shapes how you live your life. And that purpose is one of the most attractive things about you. Maybe your purpose is tied to your career. Perhaps you've built a business, achieved success in your field, or mentored others along the way. Or maybe your purpose is more personal, being a devoted husband, a supportive father, or a loving grandfather. Whatever it is, your sense of purpose shines through in everything you do. Purpose isn't just about big achievements. It's also about the small, everyday actions that reflect your values. Maybe it's volunteering in your community, pursuing a passion like painting or gardening, or simply being there for the people who matter most to you. These acts of purpose show that you're not just coasting through life, you're actively engaged in it. When people see that you're driven by something bigger than yourself, it's incredibly inspiring. It shows that you're not just living for the sake of living, you're making a difference in whatever way you can. And that kind of passion and dedication is magnetic. So, if you ever feel like your purpose has gone unnoticed, remember this: it's not about recognition. It's about the impact you make, even in the smallest ways. And that impact is part of what makes you a truly good-looking older man. Sign 9. Your eyes are the windows to the soul, and as an older man, your eyes tell a story that's uniquely yours. They reflect a life lived fully, a life of love, loss, triumph, and growth. And that depth is something people notice. Think about the way your eyes light up when you talk about something you're passionate about, or the way they soften when you're showing compassion or empathy. Your eyes have a way of communicating emotions that words often can't. They reveal your kindness, your wisdom, and your strength. Over the years, your eyes have likely developed a certain richness, a combination of clarity and depth that comes from experience. Younger men might have bright, unlined eyes, but they often lack the depth that comes with age. Your eyes, on the other hand, tell a story, and that story is what makes them so captivating. So the next time you catch yourself in the mirror, take a moment to really look into your own eyes. They've seen so much, felt so much, and lived so much. And that's something no one else can replicate. Embrace your best self. So, there you have it. 9 undeniable signs that you're a good-looking older man, even if you don't think so. From the quiet confidence you exude to the depth of character written in your eyes, you have qualities that younger men simply can't replicate. Your experience, your style, your charisma, and your sense of purpose all come together to create a presence that's truly magnetic. Here's the thing: being a good-looking older man isn't about chasing youth or trying to fit into society's narrow standards of beauty. It's about embracing who you are, celebrating what you've been through, and owning the unique qualities that make you stand out. It's about realizing that attractiveness comes from within, from the way you treat others, the way you carry yourself, and the way you approach life. So the next time you look in the mirror, stop focusing on what you think are flaws. Instead, remember everything we've talked about today. You've got so much to offer, and the world sees it, even if you don't. Now, if this message resonated with you or made you see yourself in a new light, let me know. Hit that like button, share this video with someone who could use a little boost of confidence, and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your experiences, or even the signs you've noticed in yourself. Remember, your best years aren't behind you. They're right here, right now. Keep being the incredible man you are, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay confident, stay authentic, and stay you. Thank you for watching.